All right, it is chest and try day at a place I never thought we'd be back at, but we are officially back at the Planet Fitness. So, ooh. Ooh, it's good to be back. Ooh. All right, that is the first chest exercise. Before we get into any pressing, let's go warm up the triceps. Ooh. I will say I'm not like the world's biggest fan of this machine. I never was when we worked out here the first time, but I think as like a first tricep exercise, getting into the workout, warming up your triceps, or even the last one as a finisher, where you're not going Nick insanely heavy. It's a good machine, but I can imagine going heavy on this. It also looks like I'm dual fisting, you know what. Alright, let's get into some pressing. Whew. So as much flack as Planet gets, and trust me, a lot of it is deserved. This is one of my favorite chest press machines because everything about it, right? You can adjust the depth of the handles, seat, it's unilateral, meaning if I wanted to do one arm at a time instead of both, I could, but I really just love using it for super deep stretch and the fact that you do have to stabilize connect when you're using dumbbells. And as any good chest press should, it converges in the middle. Whew. Alright, last of these. Alright, moving on. Whew. Back in triceps. Whew. Alright. And some push ups. Whew. Whew. There we go. I think we'll do one more press machine, one more fly, and then one or two more triceps. It just depends. Ooh. And we're moving on. I will say this is definitely very similar to the purple one, but not quite the exact same, but I think it'll be a good last press. We haven't had access to machines in forever because there just aren't that many machines at Cuba. So today is almost like a break from free weights, use some machines and cables, and get a really good chest and try workout. Let's see. I don't even know what weight to do on this one, so I'll try that. One more. Let's move on. God dang. All right, last chest exercise. And then we'll probably get into one more tricep exercise, maybe two, but more likely one. Whew. Whew. All right, last set of these, and I think we just move one of these up, move one of the handles over, use them for our little cloth D handle rope extension hack that we do, where you get the benefits of both the rope and a straight bar handle. And that honestly might be it. We'll see. If the triceps have another exercise in them, then they have another exercise in them. If not, I'm perfectly fine with what we've done. All right, let's finish off these triceps and call it a workout. All right. All right, same setup, different weight, but should be able to, in theory, use these the same as a rope and finish on some overhead extensions. Okay, 2 more days, and that will be a chest and try day that you can write home to your mama about. Alright, let's set these, and that is a chest and try day. Ooh, about an hour and a half chest and try day. We end up having just used too much fun today. End up doing like, what, 5 exercises each? So, ooh, I can't complain about it. Ooh, triceps are pumped. Okay. Ooh, see you guys in the car. Whoo! Alright, guys, that was a chest and try day. And I believe I've said it on channel before, but maybe it's time to say it again. Sometimes a change of scenery, a different gym, just breathes new life into a workout, breathes new life into the training routine. And so that's kind of what happened today. And it was very hard not to just let the ape side of my brain just freaking I'm so happy to be in here. Touch every chest machine, tricep machine, every cable, and just go buck wild. there was like a little bit of that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a little bit of that happening. That's ultimately why we did 5 tricep and 5 chest exercises, because the freaking caveman side of my mind was just like, touch everything, mess with everything, get a fantastic workout. Especially when we've been at a gym that doesn't have many machines at all, and the only thing we truly have access to is free weights. And there's nothing wrong with that. Free weights are great, but sometimes it's nice to have good cables and some really good machines that hit everything differently and can allow for you to get a deeper stretch than maybe you could comfortably doing a dumbbell press or something, right? Not to say you can't get deep comfortably on a dumbbell press, because if you practice it and you practice it with good deep form, you can. But sometimes, a good machine just can't be beat. And that's kind of what today was. It's like almost every chest and tri day lately has been like free weights and cables. Free weights and cables. And so to have access to like some really nice machines, along with the fact that those cables just feel better than Cuba's, like no offense to Cuba's gym. I do love the gym there in Cuba. But a lot of those machines are pretty up there in age and don't move as smoothly as they once did. So they do kind of get outperformed by the cables there at Planet. But it was just so nice to have access to some really good chest machines again. And I will say, and I said it in the video, I'm not the world's biggest fan of like the push down machine. There's 2 different variations of it. The one we used and like a yellow one, but just like that 2-handle bench tricep push down machine or extension machine, whatever you like to argue that it's trying to be. I'm not like the world's biggest fan of it, because it's one of the few times when hitting triceps that my elbows get bothered, and it's just and because of that I can't go super heavy. It's like it's trying so hard to be like the preacher curl variation of like 4 triceps, and I like the idea behind it, but it doesn't feel like that great. And that's why I said in the video, like, if you use it in a part of your workout where it makes sense to do lighter weight, such as maybe your first tricep exercise, trying to warm up, get into things before you really start pushing some heavy weight, or even at the end as a finisher where maybe you can justify some lighter weight with higher reps and really just pump them out. But ultimately, that's where I kind of like to set that machine if I touch it at all. Because again, not a massive fan of it, but it is a good machine. And I think it does get the job done. But it doesn't get the job done as well as just hitting some actual pushdowns or extensions. But very happy with today's chest and tri day. Like I said, I believe it was 5 and 5, maybe. Was it 5 and 5? Let's see. We started on pec deck, preacher extension machine, whatever you'd like to call it. Press, cable fly, push down, machine dip, other bench machine, cable fly. Am I missing something here? Tricep extension, rope extension, and then overhead roping. Okay, so it was 10, not 8. I've been sitting here saying 8. It was 10 exercises. But phenomenal freaking workout. Very happy with how the workout went. I just got passed by a red version of my car, and man, does it look good in red. Come here, baby. But now I'm jealous. Dang it. But very happy with today's workout. Very, very pleased. Again, just like that change of scenery, being at a different gym, having access to different equipment, it's hard not to let that kind of reinvigorate the workouts and the exercises, and to like let that breathe some new life into the workouts. So I had a really good time today. I think Brandon really enjoyed the workout. I think it's going to breathe some good life into tomorrow's shoulder and leg day, which is good because personally for me, that I love legs. Shoulders are all right. That's one of the only things in the gym I'm not big on training, and I just don't enjoy shoulder training. But for Brandon, he hates legs and shoulders. So to be in the new gym where I know we both feel the same way of like it does breathe life into the gym. It does kind of re-excite you to be in the gym again. I'm hoping and praying that kind of breathes life into tomorrow's workout for him, where he's going to come in and hit shoulders and legs with like an intensity I don't normally see out of him. And obviously seeing my gym partner attack it with that kind of intensity will hopefully also like breathe some intensity into my own workout that may be lacking. Not that I think my intensity will be lacking, but if it is, or just that extra little push, like I feel like I always come at a leg workout with good intensity because it's like my favorite day. But if Brandon's also like in there, like enjoying himself on a leg day and actually hitting like a heavy leg workout and having a good time, it's going to be hard for me not to be enjoying myself too. So I am very hopeful for tomorrow's leg workout. Very excited. The plan for tomorrow will be shoulders and quads because it is the leg day that shoulders is involved. So I'm hoping, as of today, my knee feels pretty great. And I will say I did use the massage chair on my lunch break today while working at Planet. So that did help because I used the hydro chair, which if you don't know what that is, it's a massage chair that's pressured, that uses high pressure water being shot onto your back between you and the chair to give you a massage. And it does feel like actually phenomenal. But you can set it to where you want it. So I actually set it to right on my knee for the entire time. So both my knees were just getting like a massage right there in the back of the knee. And it was fantastic. Much needed. You have no idea how badly I needed it. So I'm feeling pretty good. Like I'm looking forward to tomorrow's leg day. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow on my lunch break to hopefully make sure my knee is like just 100% way to go for a leg day. So very excited for that. So, and story time. We get a little rant today. You guys don't get a little Jeremy rant that often. Sometimes my freaking autism kicks in, my freaking ADHD kicks in, and I rant for too long. But this is like an actual rant about something, not just like random talking because I can't shut up. But go figure, the fat guy can't shut his mouth. But anyways, rant time. So, getting my job back at Planet, I really can't stay at the supplement store. And so me and them were talking about like, when my last day would be, scheduling all that out, because I wasn't going to leave without a morning. And that's fine. It's perfectly fine. And I told them straight up, I said, I'm going to figure out what my hours are at Planet, and if it turns out I can make it work and it work both jobs, then I will. I just, I need time for work, family, and the gym. And if I can still balance that and work both jobs, then I really don't care. Right, I will work both jobs. So, and she's like, and the owner's girlfriend was like, sweet, just let us know what's going on. So I was like, sweet. I leave the supplement store that day, and she texts me the schedule, and it says this will be your this would be whatever the last day on the schedule was. She put that will be your last day, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, you're making the decision for me after we agreed that I would tell you when I was leaving. I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. I got my job back at Planet. I'm not unemployed, but ouch, like we agreed I would tell you. It was my choice, but fine, whatever. So I guess I'm semi-fired. I don't freaking know. Or maybe she just took it as like I was for sure leaving, even though I said like I will let you know. Because I told her it's like if I can balance both, I will just come to you with like an updated availability, and I will work both. So that happened. I wasn't too worried about it. Like whatever. So we get paid every other Friday. So for you, the day you're watching this video, for me, tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, payday's coming up. I'll, just gotta make it till payday. I get a text today. Come in on Tuesday morning to pick up your last check. It's like, okay. So I text back. If I may ask, what is the reasoning behind me getting paid 4 days after payday instead of getting paid on Friday. And she texted back, and it was the most like almost like snobby sounding text, just the way I read it because of how it was worded. So I could be looking into things way too much, but to me it came off very like snobby, and I was kind of frustrated by it. But maybe I'm misinterpreting. So I will give the benefit of the doubt here that I might just be a jerk. But the text read, "As you know, I cannot. I am working the store open to close the next few days. I will not have time to go to the gym or go to the bank to get checks for payday." And that's fine and dandy if true, until I tell you the 3 points that I have where that literally just isn't true. One, I was put on as not just an employee, but an admin, meaning that I had the ability to open the safe and to open the register, because I both opened and closed the stores depending on what my shift was. So I was one of the very few people who could open the safe. Well, I literally worked last night at the store. I closed. I opened and closed yesterday. So guess what? I was in the safe twice yesterday. Once to put money in the register, once to put back out. There's checks in the safe. The checks they used to write us our checks are right there in the safe. So one, you're lying. Two, I know the hours of the bank of which you pay us from, because you told me unless I wanted a fee taken out of my check, to go to said bank to cash said check. So when I was told that, I went to said bank. Said bank opens at 8 a.m. Let's take a gander here. What time the supplement store that you're saying, well, I have to run it so I don't have time to get to the bank. Let's take a gander when that opens. It opens at 10. So there's 2 whole hours before you have to go to work that you could literally pick up the checks. So tomorrow's payday. You have 2 hours tomorrow where you could choose to go get said checks that you're supposed to be out of so you can pay me. You're just not going to, I guess. On top of that, it's her own fault. She makes the schedule. She changes the schedule out of RIM. I was scheduled for tonight. The workout you just seen would have happened hours from now if she hadn't changed the schedule to give herself more hours. I was scheduled for the 4 to 8. So she would have been able to go get said checks today if she didn't just randomly take my shift. So there's like 3 reasons right there that you could have, and still can, by the way, still can pay me tomorrow. So for whatever reason, they took like 8 of my last like 30 hours away. They decided for me that I was leaving, even though I said, I will let you know. I would prefer to give you a new availability and continue to work here. And literally, the bank is open. You could go get the checks. Yeah, it's like for whatever reason they're paying me 4 days away. So it feels like they're being petty. I'm a bit frustrated. I got 48 miles to empty, and I got to ask friends for gas money to get by. So having a grand old time here, guys. But that's not your problem. Rant over. But yeah, great workout today. A little bit of a rant for the car talk today. Hope you enjoyed me just being able to be word, I guess. But just feel frustrating. But all that being said, it's good to be back at Planet Fitness. I think tomorrow's workout will be phenomenal. And I have you up young enough. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch the video. If you like the video, you like it. If you made it this far in the video and you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You made it this far already anyways. If you want the best supplements on the market, you already know what to do. But more importantly than that, down in the link in the description, it'll be the first link for the next 6 months. The link to go donate to Make-A-Wish to help grant the child's wish for Wishmas. So please, if you don't, maybe you don't have the money for supplements, maybe you don't have the money to buy turkesterone or pre-workout or a tub of protein right now, but you have $5 to spare, $1 to spare to help change a child's life, please, please, please consider going down to the link in the description and making a donation. I know that all the families affected by this charity event known as Wishmas will both what they will love and appreciate so much. I couldn't imagine, how hard it is to be a parent of a child who's going through a terminal illness that ends up being qualifying for Make-A-Wish. But I also can imagine the joy they must get seeing their kid get a wish from Make-A-Wish granted, because the look on their kid's face, they get to kind of forget everything they're going through for a second, and I think that's awesome. So if you guys have just like $1 to spare, $2 to spare, 5, 10, whatever, go down to the link in the description, make a donation. Love and appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, again, will be a quad and shoulder workout, and I fully intend on it being so. So no matter what, I'll see you guys tomorrow for a leg and shoulder pump. See you then.